Hello and welcome back to a brand new week here on my channel. My name is Samantha and I'm going to kick-start the week off with a Christmas collection, and this one is the chocolate heart from I Heart Revolution. I picked this up in the recent sale. They actually sold this for a discounted price of £15, so I thought I couldn't not pick it up at that price. I believe the chocolate vault as well, that is discounted. I believe it's from £80 down to either 36 or 38. I will have all the links down below, whether they're still on offer or not, so you can check those out. But yeah, really looking forward to having a look inside this. So let's just slide this off. Now it does slide off and it's keeping the two halves together so it doesn't fall apart because you've got two halves there. So it is pink, but then you've got this deeper pink, which is, you can see that there, very reflective. And that is like a fuchsia pink, saying chocolate heart, of course. And then you've got the banding around the edge, the trim there. So let's have a look on the back. It gives you all of the information about the actual products inside. So you've got all of the information there. I'm sure that you know what's inside this palette, inside this gift collection, but I cannot wait to have a look. But you have got palettes in here as well. Now it does state that it is cruelty free and vegan. So within this you are getting 3 palettes, so 3 of the larger chocolate palettes, plus you're getting one of their hearts as well, which is a face product. So I thought for £15 it is great value. I think at £30, which is what it retails for originally, still a good price, but I wanted them to bring them out separately, and of course they have started to do that more recently with the cranberries and chocolate palette. Just because the chocolate vault is, well, it has some amazing palettes within there, but a couple of them I already have anyway, so I didn't want to spend £80, not 60, £80 on a vault collection, and some of them I already had, and that is my meaning behind me not purchasing. But when this became available at £15, how can you not pick it up? It is just an absolute steal. Okay, so when we open the top, you are presented with the 3 palettes. So you've got this one, and this one. What I'm going to do is just feature one eyeshadow palette today. So I'm going to have a look around that, and I think it's going to be the red velvet. So I'm going to show you inside that one, try it on, and then over the next coming days I will be testing out these 2, and of course this one here as well. So you're going to be able to see all of the palettes in action, swatched, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to just share with you that you actually get a plastic lid. Let me just loosen it so I can show you. It's difficult because it is clear. So basically when you receive it, you just take that off like that, and then you can see exactly what's inside. So again, you've got these 3 larger palettes and then the heart there, which I believe is a face product. So what I'm going to do today, like I just mentioned, I'll feature one palette today because it's just too much to share in one video, and obviously I only have 2 eyes to share a look with. So I'm just going to break this one out, and then I'm just going to pop that up there. Okay, so this is the red velvet palette. It looks like this. So of course you have got the red base there and the chocolate chunks, and the drips there are in white. Okay, so when you turn it over, you've got the red followed through onto the back, and then it says I Heart Revolution Red Velvet, and then it gives you the net weight at 0.63 ounces or 18 grams of product, and then it states that it is cruelty free and vegan, so you can have a look at that. Now of course these palettes retail usually for £8.99, so as you can see it was an absolute bargain, but at £30 I was tempted by this one. This was the one out of the 2 that I was most tempted by, just because I've got none of these palettes and products whatsoever. So let's just open this up. Okay, and then when you open it up you have one of their mirrors there, so you can see that. There is a film as well like that. I'm going to just remove that, and then I'll turn it upside down so you can get a really good look at the shades in here. So Like I say, this is red velvet, so you've got some neutrals in here, you've got a bright pink, you've got a beautiful like coral red is that one there, and then you've got some gold. You've got everything basically again within this palette. Now, when I tried out the cranberries and chocolate palette last week, I was blown away by that. I think I had had such a great makeup day. It was just amazing. The look was incredible, and I cannot wait now to test this out. It does smell of chocolate as well. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm just making space here. What I'm going to do now is we'll go through the swatches, and then of course I'm going to try it on for you. So we have got the first shade, which is called Crumbs. Okay, oh, I love that. What I really like about these palettes is that when you look at it, sometimes you think, oh wow, that's just a red brown, and then when you look at it, it's that beautiful shade. Absolutely love that. Now the next shade is an orange. Now that first one was a matte called Crumbs. This one is a matte, and it's a strange colour. It's not orange, but it's not red, and that one is called Treat. So that's that one there. Then we move on to the first shimmer called Lush. That is beautiful. So that's Lush. Then we move on to a shade called Frosting, which is exactly as the name suggests. Oh, it's a duochrome. I wasn't expecting that. Now I've seen this shade before within other products, I believe. It looks white, but it has a pink shift to it. So that one is Frosting, that one there. Then we move on to another matte, which is called Caramelize. We're now moving into a neutral couple of colours. So there's Caramelize, that one there. And then the last shade on the first row is called Patisserie. Now this is very similar to the first shade, but you can actually see now that this one is much more orange. This one's got a little bit more red to it, so that's Patisserie. Then we move on to the second row, and we're starting off with, wow, one of the softest shimmers I have ever felt, and that is stunning. It's called Brown Sugar. So that is Brown Sugar there. Ooh, beautiful. It looks actually a little bit like a duochrome because it's got it looks red and then it's got a gold shimmer to it. Beautiful, love that. Then we have Baked, which is another matte shade. So there is Baked, which is a neutral mid-tone brown matte. We then have Cream Cheese, which is a matte white shade. I'm going to double that one up because it's quite light. So there's a matte white there for you. We then move on to, and this looks stunning, it's called Decadent, and it's a very unusual shade. Wow, love that. So that's Decadent there, stunning. And then we move on to a matte brown, and that one is called Chocolate. I'll have to move up here now. So your matte brown called Chocolate. And then the last shade on the second row is called a Beetroot, which is that very much fluorescent pink colour. I'm going to double that up. Okay, so that one is Beetroot. Okay, and that one is matte. Okay, we then move on to the third and last row. So we start off with a matte, it's like a caramel brown called Cupcake. So that one there, so that's a caramel brown, a little bit of orange in there. Then we move on, sorry, that one was Blend. Then we move on to Cupcake. I was thinking about this one because I thought, wow, it's another one of those beautiful shades. So that is Cupcake. It is a shimmer, stunning. Then we move on to Infuse, which is a matte don't know if I've seen a colour like this. I'm going to have to double it up. Ooh, it's like a burgundy, but it's very much on the pink side. So that one is Infuse. Then we move on to Bitter. Oh, I love that. Now I've not swatched it terribly well because I'm using all different fingers, and I've used my ring finger and it's a terrible swatch, but you can get the idea of the shade there. And I haven't got any of my wipes, I've run out. So that one is Bitter. Let's go with the little finger and move into Sweet. I usually use one finger and wipe them off, but like I say, I've run out of wipes. This one is, it's not a full-on shimmer, but it's not matte either, and it's called Sweet, so that one there. So it's got a sheen to it, and it's obviously cream, you can see that. And then the very, very last shade is called Red Velvet, and it looks like it's going to be a beauty. Oh yes, I think that's the start of the palette. Red Velvet there. Now, I do apologise about that swatch there, but you can get a little bit of an idea. I think I swatched way too much, and now I have it everywhere. But those are your swatches from the Red Velvet palette. Okay, beautiful, stunning. Again, with this palette, just like the Cranberries and Chocolate, it holds real surprising shades. Absolutely love it. I do feel that the beetroot shade, that fluorescent pink, I do find that these colours are a little bit difficult to swatch, but with all of these shades, and I found this with the Cranberries and Chocolate as well, it's how they appear on the actual eyelid. So let's get into applying on the actual eye. Now the brush that I'm going to be using, as always, I'm starting off with the Primark PS Eye Contour brush, and let's have a look. Which one shall I go in with? I really want to go in with that caramel shade, this one here, that one there, and it's called Blend. So I think I'm going to start off with that one and then see how the look progresses. So I've already primed my eyes with, of course, the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Central, and I'm just going to start applying that. Wow, that has great pigmentation. Oh, you can see that it's just glided onto the eye, which is unusual for a matte, but very pigmented, and also it's got a little bit of kick up, which is what I'm looking for. A little bit of kick up. I know it's the formula that I love from this brand, and it's going to work perfectly on the eye. So again, let's just apply that on the other eye. Take that up. Beautiful. I'm going to actually pop that shade underneath. Okay, and then underneath on the other. Now I've already got a little bit of mascara on because I have been out and about running errands this morning, so I won't be applying any more mascara. Wow, love that. Oh, that is beautiful. That is like, it reminds me of the colour of carrot, but it's got a little bit of a brown undertone to it. Oh, that is stunning. So that's the first shade on, Blend. Wow, I could just put more and more and more of that on. Now what I want to do is, I think I'm going to apply the shade Chocolate, which is this one here. Where are we? Is it that one? Yeah, that one there. So Chocolate. on the same brush. Again, it kicked up slightly, so it shows me that it's the same formula as the first shade. And I'm just going to run this through the crease. Blended absolutely beautifully. I hardly had to do anything there. What I will say is that this is a technique that I use a lot of. If you, like me, love colour, but you also like it to be daytime appropriate, or you know, you love colour underneath, but you like it to be a little bit neutral on the top, then I always put a brighter colour down first, and then I apply a neutral brown in the crease, and it gives that little bit of colour but without being too much. And I really, really love that technique. It works so well. I'm just going in and adding a little bit more of chocolate there, and of course I'm going to go in on the other side. I really love that shade Bitter in here. It really does remind me of a bitter chocolate. It's got that coolness to it. Absolutely love these shades. I'm going to put a little bit more on the brush and then just apply that all the way along. So far my eyes actually look chocolate orange. You'll have to let me know if you've picked up this collection, especially if you picked it up in the recent sale like I did. Oh, gorgeous. Stunning, love it. I'm just going to deepen up the other side, I think. At the moment, it's definitely reminding me of chocolate orange, which of course we all love at this time of year as well. I mean, you cannot beat it, although I'm still off chocolate. But this has given me the feel of chocolate orange without actually having the calories. So this is another thing that I do. I've obviously applied quite a bright orangey brown shade first, and then if I pop a neutral shade there, you can see both colours. It's worked beautifully. Absolutely love it. I don't know whether to deepen it up even more just to see if a deeper shade will you know, also apply on top of the brown there. I think I will, so I'm going to put Bitter over the top. So I'm going to just pop it here like that. Oh, I just wanted to see if it layers up even more. Obviously you don't have to go this deep if you don't want to, but it's just for the sake of the video to see obviously if they layer up and what it actually looks like when you apply an even deeper colour. What I like is, because there's no black in here, but that colour, which is Bitter, really does work on my skin tone as a, you know, near enough black. So it acts to deepen up the colour or the eye look without, you know, applying a black. I'm just going to run a tiny little bit along here, so we've got it all like that, going around the whole of the eye, outside of the eye, so that all works beautifully. Wow, love that. Beautiful. Like I say, you don't have to go this deep. It is just for the video, so you could have stopped at perhaps chocolate, but yeah, that has layered beautifully. Absolutely love it. Now the shade that I'm going to use is Red Velvet. On the lid, it is definitely a colour that I've had my eye on ever since I swatched it, so I'm going to apply it with a finger. Oh, I think that's a star of the show. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning, that shade. Oh, that is just gorgeous. I think you need to get this collection just for this palette alone. Obviously I haven't even tried the other two yet, but you need this colour. I need a big pot of this red velvet colour. Ah, that is phenomenal. I'm just going to get a tiny little bit of bitter on my finger rather than getting a brush. I'm just going to blend it in so that you can't see that line. Oh, I'm in love, absolutely in love with that shade. Now I'm going in with this brush. It's a 250 pencil and powder smudge brush from Primark as well, and I want to go in with a inner corner shade. I'm not sure what colour to go in with. Wow. I think I might go in with brown sugar, which is the gold here. See what that looks like with the actual red velvet. So let's get that on the brush. Of course, I'm just going to merge it into brown sugar. No, red velvet. I'm getting confused with all the names. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, beautiful. I did want to go in with the classic champagne shade. I wanted something a little bit different. So I'm not going to put any liner on today either. I'm going to keep it like that. I think we've got enough depth there on the outer V of the eye, and I'll just show you a close-up. That is stunning. No mascara needed either. I've already applied it before. Like I said, I've already been out and about. I've been very busy today. Okay, so that is my eye look complete using the eyeshadow. I'm now going to apply a little bit of lipstick. Now I've got two here. I've got the I Heart Revolution, and it's the I Heart Chocolate, two of the they're calling them lip glosses as well, again, but they are quite opaque. They're not as opaque as a liquid lipstick, and of course they are not as glossy and light. You know, usually you can see through glosses, can't you? There's a little bit of colour there, but these are a little bit more. So I've actually got chocolate brownie here and chocolate orange. I might go with chocolate orange just because I thought that the eye look looked chocolate orange to start with. So let's apply this. Now I'm desperate to smell. Oh, this is the first time that I've tried this. Now I did a video of 4 that I had already I purchased. I'm getting carried away with the chocolate orange now. They've actually sent me the whole collection of these now, so I may actually do another video showing you all of the swatches, but I thought this was a good opportunity to actually try them. So this is the chocolate orange. The 4 that I've already tried, they do have different scents to them. I think 2 smelt like chocolate and the other 2 were different scents. This one smells very orangey and a little bit of chocolate as well, so I can't wait to try this out. That's the applicator that you get. Let's see what this one looks like. It smells beautiful. Goes on really well. They're very creamy. And what I also like about them is that they're not over the top glossy. They're not gloopy. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love that so, so much. So that was chocolate orange. Just going over and in a little bit more. I am so impressed with that eye look. Again, well, it's that lid shade. Oh, absolutely beautiful. So that is my eye look created with the I Heart Revolution. I'm losing it now because I'm so obsessed with that lid shade. Red Velvet, and of course I am wearing the I Heart Revolution I Heart Chocolate, and it's the chocolate orange lip gloss. Oh, I love that colour. It's got a little bit of orange to it, but it's also quite neutral as well. It is beautiful. Love it. So of course I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you picked up that collection? You can tell that I've loved this palette. I have got my words muddled up. I am lost for words with the beauty of that lid shade Red Velvet. So yeah, what are you thinking to the eye look? What are you thinking to the lipstick? What are you thinking to the collection? Of course, as always, I'd love your thoughts. Which of these would you like to see tomorrow? So would you like to see this one? Or would you like to see the other one? So we've got Peanut Buttercup or the Praline Chocolate Face Palette. So which one of those? So this is the, Peanut Buttercup is this one, or the Praline is that one. So which one would you like to see tomorrow? I cannot wait to test those out for you. I am in love with that palette. I knew it was going to be good. After I tried the cranberries and chocolate, I knew that that one was going to be amazing too, and it really hasn't disappointed. But if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. And of course, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.